Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all your support. Birds fans, have we changed our tune? Or should I say, has the media changed their tune? Has someone gotten to them when it comes to certain things being said about Jalen Hurts? Are they trying to walk back all of their hit pieces that they put out there when it comes to Jalen Hurts as they start to realize that the Philadelphia Eagles offense is going to change dramatically, and Jalen Hurts has no problem with that. I also have some video to show you just to prove that they are continuing with lies about Jalen Hurts, that none of this stuff was true in the first place. And here we go. We've got Fowler, who is reporting at ESPN that Jalen Hurts and new OC Sean Mannion have hit it off. The new offense, more under center for Hurts, more play action, going to look different. Hurts has been reluctant to change in the past. Now he's as open as he's ever been. In other words, they're trying to, without completely disowning it, walking back all of the nonsense from the hit piece that had been put out with the 12 anonymous sources that kept saying that the problem with the offense was Jalen Hurts, that Jalen Hurts didn't want to evolve, that Jalen Hurts didn't want to get under center, that Jalen Hurts didn't want to throw over the middle. And of course, we all know that this is completely untrue, but they kept saying it anyway. And now, with a new OC who's going to do things differently, and we're all going to see that Jalen Hurts is completely on board, they have to start changing their tune when it comes to their reporting with Jalen Hurts, right? We've got this from Fowler, Eagles QB. Jalen Hurts is embracing Sean Mannion's offensive vision. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reported Jalen Hurts has connected well with Sean Mannion in Philadelphia as Philadelphia installs a more under center, play action heavy offense for 2026. We're going to put the lie to that with a video as well, all the way back from 2021. They've been going with a narrative that simply isn't so. Jalen Hurts himself, we've talked about it many times, where he's made comments about, hey, taking the straitjacket off. Hey, we can do this, whatever it takes to win. And yet they've continued with all of this. And now that they're going to be exposed, they want to walk it back. Recently asked about Mannion while on tour for his new book, Hurts stated he's amazing. I'm excited for what's to come. On Sunday afternoon, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler provided more insight. I don't know that I would call it insight. I'm hearing the two have hit it off, and Jalen Hurts likes how Sean Mannion structures the offense. It's going to be more under center for Jalen Hurts, more play action than he had done in the past. Again, we'll get to that in a minute. Our sources have told us that he's at times been reluctant to some of those changes, but right now he's as open as he's ever been to some of those. He's also been throwing offsite with some of his receivers, DeVonta Smith, who's his new number one, new veteran Elijah Moore. He's been getting after it, trying to get ready for this new offense. Eagles are going to look a lot different in 2026. More play action than he's done in the past, more under center. And again, this whole he's been reluctant thing, the only thing they have to base that on is a hit piece with anonymous sources, which is either people like Patullo or Sirianni, or it was completely made up in the first place. So you know what? We're going to take a look back in 2021 when we know we had Gannon telling Sirianni, hey, look, man, maybe you got to stop with this offensive play calling stuff, step back, let Shane do it. And this is just the script of a first series when Shane took over in 2021 against the Raiders. Now look where we're starting. Look where Jalen Hurts is on 2nd and 10, by the way, which is, well, okay, a lot of teams do run a second down. I was going to say more of a passing down, but Jalen Hurts is under center. Interesting. Interesting that he's under center. And no, that is not Saquon Barkley. Oh, wait. What is this? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me set that up again. Under center? Again? Oh, wait. What was that? Play action? And an intermediate ball into dropping it in between 3 defenders? Jalen Hurts can't do that. So he's under center, play action, drops a perfect ball, intermediate ball between 3 defenders. All things they keep telling us Jalen Hurts can't do, reluctant to do, doesn't want to do. Wait, what? He's under center again? What is happening on this drive, folks? Oh my goodness, is that play action? Is that no, he fooled me on that one, huh? Oh, wait, under center again. This is wild. I think this might have been the one that's oh no, they ran it again. I swear there was another play action. I'm see, they're so good at this. I can't. Hey, finally going shotgun. How about that? But it is 2nd and 9. But watch where he throws it. Oh, right over the middle to Gainwell. Boy, I miss him. By the way, that's the one thing I did want to point out too. Is this is also something that was missing from Patullo's offense is Barkley as a receiver not used nearly enough as when we had an effective play callers and we were able to do that, right? So here we go. We're going to do it in the shotgun. Gainwell's going to run a little bubble there. Boom, throws it right over the middle, and that is a touchdown. So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? It makes you wonder about the Eagles. Or I shouldn't say the Eagles. I meant the media and all of the lies that they've been spinning, all the things they've been saying that Jalen Hurts can't do this. He doesn't want to do this. He's reluctant to do this. He's closed-minded on these things. He doesn't like suggestions. He doesn't like change. Again, this, what I just showed you, was one drive from when Shane took over from Nick Sirianni back in 2021. I think they were 2-5 at the time. And you saw a whole lot of under center. You saw play action. You saw intermediate balls into tight coverage. You saw passes over the middle. All of it in one drive from one of those few times that Jalen Hurts had a competent play caller. So now that the media is starting to get whiff of the fact that, hey, man, this Jalen Hurts thing may change a lot, and it's going to expose all of us, and it's going to be very, very embarrassing for all of us. So maybe now we start putting out some stuff that sort of changes the tide. Now, of course, we'll keep those digs in there about those. We'll use those anonymous sources that we have with that made up hit piece so that we can say that, this is what was said before, but now he's changed. Now all those things he hated and didn't want to talk about and wasn't open to, miraculously now he's open to all of them. That is some ballsy stuff, Jeremy Fowler, for you to come out here after some of the things you've said to pretend that this is just Jalen Hurts has completely changed his mind, done a 180. He's a completely different person. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, appreciate you checking this out. Really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. I will talk to you later.